G'day, welcome back to Farming Simulator 15. Welcome back to our humble little farm on the Thornton Farm map. It's still pretty early in the morning here. It's been a little while since I've recorded, but in the last episode we finished seeding off this field. It's only taken us 4 episodes. It's not a very big field, but anyways. So in this episode we're going to continue on. We're going to look at fertilizer and nutrients for this field number 15, and we're going to see how far we can get with that. So, first order of business: pesticide. Now, I hear a steam train. If you recall, the first episode we bought a sprayer, and it's the smallest sprayer in the base game, but I think it might be too big for any of our tractors. In fact, I'm quite sure it's too big for any of our tractors. So I was of the opinion that there wouldn't be many mods for small sprayers. I had a good look around. There are some. They're not fantastic quality, but they are, well, I found a usable one anyways. So what we're going to do today is head up to the store and fetch it. Bring it back to our farm and put some herbicide on our crop. Now, herbicide is pretty important because weeds grow pretty quickly when you're using soil mods, so yeah, you really need to look after it because they can pretty significantly reduce the yield of your crops if too many of them are growing. So anyways, I'm actually going to take both tractors up here and whoa, that was the wrong button. Whoops. That was cruise control. There we go. There, it's following. Alright. Let's go. Coming? Yes. Okie dokie. Away we go at full speed. So, yes, I've got 4 videos up on YouTube at the moment and had a few views. I think there was maybe around about 60 views last time I looked, a day or 2 ago. Not bad, probably better than I expected if I'm honest, so I'm happy with that. I suppose if I keep them coming more regularly than I am, I'll hopefully get a few more views. Anyway, so one suggestion I got was to have a bit of a talk when I'm not doing anything important about where we're going to be going with this series, so I think that's a good idea. We'll do a bit of that. It's one thing that I've found pretty difficult so far is keeping talking and concentrating on what I'm doing. Yeah, it's not the easiest. It does make it easier if you turn the game sound down. Okay. gee whiz. Okay, this is the UK by the looks of it. On the other side of the road here. That's okay with me because that's the side I drive on. Okay, so get out of here. Go over. Get this guy to stop following. Good. Alright, so this seeder cost us whatever it was, $20,000 or so. Sorry, what did I say? $29,000. What I meant to say was sprayer. So we bought that in error. We really don't need it. So luckily it has some wheels on the bottom because we're gonna. This could be interesting. We're gonna send it back to the dealer, but because we ordered it in the first place, they're not gonna give us all of our money back. Gonna lose. Oops. Gonna lose 30%. It's better than nothing. Oops. Okay. Put that up. Now. Just have to drag it gently by the wheels so we don't damage it. Because if God, they'll give us even less otherwise. See, look at that. We're just dragging it. Well, actually, the wheels are through the ground. Have a look at this when I try and raise it. Oh, this tractor actually can lift it. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, the wheels come off. They disappear when you attach it. Interesting. The front's very light, as you can see there. The wheels are bouncing up, and if we tried to fill it, which would add a significant amount more weight, we wouldn't stand a chance. So we'll just drag this guy here. Unhook. Get the tractor out of the way. We don't want to sell that. Jug over here. Yes, we do. $17,000. That was a expensive mistake. So the mod that I got is, I had a look at this as well and I thought maybe because this is wheeled we might be able to use it, but anyway, so we've got this thing. It appears to be, well, I don't even know what language that is if I'm honest. So it's pretty expensive, $125 a day to own, but it's cheap. So I find that with attachments and tractors, if they're cheap to buy, I'm okay with it as long as they're expensive to run, because the way I see that is it's like buying second-hand equipment. Anyways, so we'll buy one of those. Now, I will confess that I made, see, it's not too bad of a model. It's got some okay texturing on it. Little PTO shaft there. And yeah, it doesn't actually look too bad. Pretty detailed mesh on it anyways. So there he is. So yeah, the confession, right? Yeah. Attach that, and there should be a PTO as well. How do I attach PTO? I forget. Detach. I don't know if we can attach the PTO. It's not attached. We will raise that up. Nope. Oh well. That might be good enough. Okay, so we'll just park you here, ready to go. And we'll take another piece of equipment. What can we take back? We can take another trailer back. It's probably the most useful thing to do at the moment. So we'll go over and hook up a trailer. So yeah, what I have to say is that this sprayer here, I picked it because it was very small and it wasn't too buggy or anything. I found some cool ones, some like old Russian style trucks with sprayers on the back and things like that, and they were pretty cool, but they were actually yeah, just too big and too cheap to really make sense as a starting sprayer. So I ended up going with this one and I modified it. So what I did was I went into the XML file for it, and got a follower following this? Yes. I went to the XML file and changed the spray usage rate. I don't know if it's going to work. I haven't tested it fully yet. But the reason I did that was because that sprayer is fairly narrow, but gee whiz, the tank on it isn't very big, but it seems to last a very long time when you're using it, from the tests that I've done. So yeah, that's the reason that I modified it, because I thought it was maybe a little bit unrealistic. Or yeah, unrealistic and unfair. Because if you could use that first up, geez, you know, it's the most efficient sprayer. Why would you buy a more expensive one? Spraying doesn't take all that long as it is. Excited to get onto some of these other fields as well. That'll be quite interesting. Also, if you've been paying attention, or if you're a real big Farming Sim fan, Farming Sim 17 has been announced. Don't know much about it at this stage, but there's some interesting brands of tractor in the game. So should be interesting to see how fewer improvements they made this time around. Yeah, I've come to not expect much really, because, well, I was quite disappointed when I really got into this game and found out how little they changed. From the trailers it looked like they changed heaps, and they just really didn't. It was graphically better and all that sort of stuff, but you know, the game still feels very, very similar to 13. Anyways, that's enough whinging. So we were going to talk about what we're going to do for the rest of this series. So yes, I do intend to get into livestock. There's all 5 kinds of livestock on this map. There is obviously the 3 standard ones: chicken, sheep and cows, dairy cows. But there is also the pigs and beef cows as well. That's an excellent little mod there. Pretty fun to use. So we'll be getting into those, but that's a big capital expenditure to get that equipment to use those things, so we're not going to be doing those until we make a little bit more money. Initially we're just going to be doing crop farming. So what we want to do is put herbicide on this field. Field number 15. Now it's wheat, and the correct herbicide is either B or C. So let us go to the fertilizer, or the herbicide slash fertilizer slash whatever else you can spray tank, and fill up. Now, of each version of herbicide, there are 2, like, I guess, concentration levels. There's single and double concentration. Double concentration, I call it double because one's called A type and then the other one's called AA type. That's actually 3 times stronger. It lasts, yeah, 3 times as long. So one, like, single shot lasts 1 day, and the other one lasts 3 days, which is much better. I'm pretty sure it's 3 days anyways. So I'm just looking at my cheat sheet. So what we do is we fill up, and you can see there that we have a herbicide icon there. So at the moment that's A-type. We definitely don't want to put A-type on this crop because it will kill the crop. So if we press O, it changes the type, A, B or C, and you'll actually notice that our money changes as well. So in this mod you actually have to fill up first and then pay for it essentially, once you've decided what you filled up retrospectively. It's a little bit weird, but what we're going to do is find whichever one's the cheapest one. So B, C, didn't see that properly, B's a little bit cheaper, so we're going to use B. Okay, so we'll use double strength, triple strength B. This should be pretty good. Oh yeah, we're almost getting towards the end of the episode already. So yes, my plan at this stage is to just get this first harvest in and done, then possibly look at buying another small field or a grass field, and maybe doing some grass baling, hay baling, sorry. X to unfold. So yeah, pretty cool little sprayer, this one. It's not super small, but it's fairly small. But you can see it obviously looks like it's designed as if you are hopping out and unfolding this by hand, because it takes a little while to unfold. Okay, so we will go back. Okay, and we want to hop in here. Probably want to, can we lower it down? Oops, not Courseplay. V and H. See how we lower it. Oh, no, not H. V will lower that. Really sorry guys. I thought we could lift and lower the boom. No, we can't. Alright, that's okay. That is alright. So, let's go. This herbicide down. So you can see this is pretty low spray usage rate. My modifications might not have worked properly, I'm not sure, but I tried to triple the spray usage rate, so who knows if that worked or not. Seems a bit low even as it is. Okay, there's the first pass done. Oop, we missed a little bit there, that's okay. This is honestly not the easiest thing in the world. seat mods. These herbicides and the nutrients as well are extremely expensive, so you've got to be pretty frugal with your consumption. Okay, let's go again. So because the field's been smoothed out because we've seeded into it, we don't really need to worry about locking any diffs or anything like that in this little tractor here. It doesn't actually have front wheel drive, this one, but don't need to lock the rear or anything, because we can get enough traction without the diffs. Okie dokie. Cool. Ah, this is not going too bad. Probably have to go and fill up again. Now, if we miss a few patches, I'm not going to be too particularly worried with herbicide because it's quite expensive, and also, you know, even if you do miss a spot, doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to get weeds there. So, yeah, that's okay. So, just got to be careful with where the ends of these boom is. The ends of this boom, I meant to say. So we'll just line this up here, go back. Okay. So I will also be doing all kinds of animals, even including chickens, when I get the chance. So I'll buy maybe some chooks at the end of this episode. Okay, the other thing this is doing as well, if you haven't played soil mod before or you weren't aware, this is also adding moisture to the field. So if you look in the bottom right, just above the speedo and fuel gauge, there's a little transparent heads-up display thing there, and it's showing you soil pH, moisture level and nutrient levels, and whether it's got herbicide or not. So spraying herbicide actually increases the water level slightly, so that's good because crops naturally tend to dry out as they grow, so this is definitely not a bad thing to be adding moisture to the crops as well. Not sure if this is the most efficient pattern to be doing this in, but it doesn't matter. The main thing is we're not sitting there for ages with the sprayer running or not doing huge overlaps or anything like that, so that's the main thing. So yes, this episode's definitely going to run a little bit longer, so the actual field work is not, I did miss a slot there, but that doesn't matter. Field work isn't taking too long. It's just all the talking and stuff that I always seem to get caught up in driving to the shops. So, don't have much left, we're going to have to go and refill. $52 litres left. This thing had 600 litres in it. I'm quite sure that thing... Am I quite sure? I don't know. Obviously not. I don't think that thing would hold 1600 litres. Anyways. Let's use up the rest of it. Okie dokie, only a little patch left to go. So you can see that cost us quite a bit of money to fill up the tank. We didn't even finish our field, so yes, it's very, very expensive compared to the base game, let's say, because you don't have to use all the herbicide and things like that. So we'll leave this tractor running. I'm actually going to cut the episode here because it took longer than I expected it would. Hope I got my gumboots on. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode 5 of Thornton Farm Let's Play. Please let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.